Hi, this is Farhan. Um, I think I'm going to call this Probing the Nature of Reality. Something to that effect. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a wad in my throat here. Um, this is a special broadcast, not a newsfeed roundup, wrap up. Um, I'm going to try to share with you the fruits of some experiences that I have been having lately. Uh, I had intended to keep this private, but it has borne itself out in reality. And I feel that I need to share it. So I'm feeling a bit timid about this, but at the same time, I'm going to go out on a limb and quote from a recent interaction I had with Jim Stone. For those of you who are not familiar with what I am referencing, www.jimstonefreelance.com and the forum there, where people share news and views and ideas. And I've been through some experiences lately. I've learned a lot, and I'd like to share with you what I've learned. In my last video, I spelled out the sort of primeval mythological challenge reaction that took place between God and Lucifer, where God created creation and then created man and said, here, man has free will, and you robotic angels bow down. And some of the angels who also had free will and hated it said, no, we're going to take your free will creation and turn them into our robots. Just like you made us your robots. I know sounds really crazy. I know. But think about it. The primeval myth is that God created creation, and He had these highly intelligent, highly capable robot creatures called angels to do His bidding. And I would imagine that He had a lot of species out there, and angel comes from the Greek angelos, which means messenger. And so God probably had these angels as messengers to His created races because God is so overwhelmingly mighty and powerful, He needs an intermediary force to transmit and receive from His creation. And then here on earth, He decided to perform an experiment. Well, what if I create these people and I give them free will? I give them the ability to rebel against me. I give them the choice. Because this is pretty damn boring, Everybody obeys me. Everybody does exactly what I want them to do all the time. It's kind of boring. Let's just try something new. Let's try an experiment. Yeah? Let's try making these men on Earth, and they have a choice. But in here, I'm really getting into guessing, like maybe the angels that would interact with these men with free will wouldn't know how to interact with them, because the angels didn't have free will and the men had free will, and communications would get garbled. So God gave those angels free will. Now we're getting into Genesis. The original man, the Adam, he was just like the extraterrestrials. He just intrinsically obeyed God's will. He was God in a certain form there. And the angels, the robotically minded angels that got free will, it confused them or something. And they didn't like it. They didn't like this free will addition to the equation. They didn't like it. And so they went viral. And the ringleader was what we now call Lucifer. And he said, listen, man, I'm going to turn them into the robots that I was once for you. I was once a robot for you. I'm going to take that free will creation, I'm going to suck free will out of it. I'm going to play you. And in the process, I'm going to restore myself to my primal state, which was a robot for you. Because I hate what you've done for me, done to me. I'm going to subvert it and absolutely rob all of your essence out of it and make it serve me. But Lucifer is not God. Did God make a mistake? I doubt it. I think this is all for the purposes of demonstration to evolve to another plane. It's all for a divine purpose, but anyway, this is how I see it having happened, and I've seen a lot of other stuff too, which I won't get into now, but what I'm trying to lay out here is like a primal scenario that I've seen having happened, and you can see it nowadays in the the technocratic society and how they want to microchip everyone and turn everyone into Borg slaves, mindless followers of a certain kind of cult, right? And there's ample evidence that they worship Lucifer. It's in Freemasonry, it's in Kabbalist Jewry, it's all over the place. And it all has to do with subverting the natural order and perfecting the great imperfection, which is nature as God intended it, right? It's this anti-nature, anti-man philosophy that has hijacked the sciences, hijacked the governments, hijacked philosophy, hijacked everything. And I saw a lot of other things today that I'm not going to get into. It's too big. But what I'm talking about is like archetypal mythology, where it's very hard to discuss without boiling it down to a mythology with characters. Okay, here's the God character, here's the Lucifer character, here are the bit players, right? It's much more nuanced and difficult to ascertain than that, but it gives us talking points. It gives us a way to frame it. And I think this is a good way to frame it. The Creator created creation. There's all of grammar for you. Most of it, much of it. And he decided to introduce a wild card. What would happen? What would happen if I give my creation the ability to turn against me? What would happen? And so maybe this is all a grand experiment on the part of the Creator. I think it's a good working hypothesis, really. And no, I'm not stoned. I've had a couple glasses of wine and some cigarettes. I'm just thinking. I'm just looking around, and it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on here? Why are we here? Where is this all going? And here's where I think it's all going. I think we're in purgatory. I think purgatory is here. I think hell is here. I think heaven is here. And reincarnation? I can't get into all of it, but the door to heaven is always open, and the door to hell is always open. We run into myriad doors every second of every day into heaven and hell. And this is the testing ground. This is purgatory. We're in meat space. We're experiencing this holographic reality. And the choices that we make, and the things that we do, and the thoughts that we think, and the things that we say from moment to moment to moment, open and close doors into heaven and hell. Okay? All of the timelines are branching, and they're all simultaneous at the same time, because there is no time. There is no time. And this is being borne out by science nowadays. There is no time. Now is the only reality. And the past is your mind's retention and it's memory. The past is memory. It's all in your mind. That's it. Now is it. Now. Now is it. Always now. So, where was I going with this? It's like a hall of mirrors, you know. It's easy to get lost. Timelines. Don't focus on the face-eating zombie in Florida. Focus on positivity. Focus on God. Focus on things that are nutritious and delicious and good for your soul and good for your body. And go in that direction. Go with God. Go with God. Don't go in the other direction. Because we're all being vetted out here. Go with God. And even if you die along the way, you'll come out the other side in a better place. Put it that way. Okay, so I'm just trying to help just relate some of the stuff I've seen in the last few days. I hope it doesn't come off as preachy. I'm just trying to talk to you about what I've seen, and I hope you take it in a positive manner. And so that's it. I'll do the nightly news feed next. Over and out.